Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks God for the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us His blessings so that we can gather even through virtually. And thank you to Mr. Wisnu to giving me the time and opportunity to give a speech at this meeting. Whom I respect, Mr. Wisnu, and of course all my friends who I am proud of. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ana Andini, and you can call me Ana. I am from in STK Kusuma Negara. Okay. Before we get into the topic for our discussion this time, I want to ask all my friends here about vaccine. Have you all received the COVID-19 vaccine? As we know, there are many rumors circulating about vaccines in this pandemic era, as well as many types of COVID-19 vaccines that have been issued by the Indonesian government. Do colleagues here know what the types of COVID-19 vaccines? Okay, there are at least 4 types of vaccines, namely Sinovac, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and booster or Moderna. But before going any further, tell us what is vaccinations. Then who are the targets of the COVID-19 vaccinations? So what are the benefits of these COVID-19 vaccinations? And then lastly, what is the effect on the body from the COVID-19 vaccinations? Okay guys, let's discuss one by one. Okay, to the first point, what is vaccination about? Vaccines are biological products that contains antigen in the form of microorganisms or substances that have been processed in such a way that they are safe, and if given to a person, will make the body active immunity against a certain disease. Vaccination aims to provide specific immunity against a certain disease, so that if one day it's exposed to the disease, it will only experience mild symptoms. Conversely, if you do not vaccine, you will not have specific immunity against disease. That should be prevented by giving the vaccines. If vaccination coverage is high and evenly distributed, a herd immunity will be formed. In addition, the COVID-19 vaccinations can also maintain productivity and reduce social and economic impact. The COVID-19 vaccinations is carried out after there is certainty about its safety and efficacy. The second is the target for the COVID-19 vaccinations. The priority groups for the current COVID-19 vaccines recipients are health workers who have a high risk of being exposed to COVID-19, the elderly or 50 years old, and people with jobs that have a high risk of contracting it. Then the COVID-19 vaccinations will be continued to other recipients groups, starting from people aged 18 years old and over, based on the latest recommendations from the Association of Internal Medicine Specialists, or PAPDI. Currently, COVID-19 survivors must immediately get the COVID-19 vaccine with a span of 3 months after being declared COVID-19 free. This is done to prevent being infected with COVID-19 for the second time, but with a different variant. The benefit of the COVID-19 vaccinations is that the vaccines can provide higher antibodies and provide protections against the COVID-19 virus. The natural change experienced by pregnant women make the immune system in the body also change. The Central of Disease Control, or CDC, has stated the pregnant woman and breastfeeding mother may vaccinate against the COVID-19 to reduce the potential for infections. Even so, each policy remains different in the city of Jakarta itself. Pregnant women are still not allowed to vaccinate. Whatever you are, it would be better to consult a doctor first so that your health and safety is guaranteed. And finally, the side effect of the COVID-19 vaccinations. Like vaccines in general, the COVID-19 vaccines has the potential to cause side effect for the recipients. Side effects such as arm ache, fever, nausea, and so on are very common after receiving the vaccine. This is a sign that the vaccine is working and the body is building antibodies to fight viruses that may impact in the future. Side effects usually last about 3 days and will go away on their own. However, for some cases, the vaccines can cause post-immunizations adverse events or KIPI in Indonesians. KIPI are different from ordinary side effects, so they need special treatment for those who experience them. KIPI can occur with different signs or conditions for each person, ranging from symptoms of mild side effects to serious body reactions such as severe allergies to vaccine ingredients. Mild KIPI symptoms can be local in the form of pain, redness, and swelling in the infected area after immunizations. Mild KIPI usually occur shortly after the vaccine is injected and can improve quickly after treatment is given to reduce symptoms, while severe KIPIs tend to be rare. They are generally caused by the immune system response to vaccines and cause severe allergic reactions to vaccine ingredients, decreased platelets, cause seizure, and hypotonia. All symptoms of severe KIPI can be overcome and cured completely without any long-term effect. Despite the various risks that can be caused, the vaccination process is a safe procedure. KIPI is a case that influenced by various factors, such as a person's conditions and health, as well as the vaccination process itself. Symptoms of KIPI that are actually caused by the vaccine substance tend to be mild and can disappear in short time. KIPI are also rare and mostly harmless. The risk of the emergence of KIPI is still lighter and the risk of contracting a serious disease, which is certainly more life-threatening. The government continues to strive for the implementation of COVID-19 vaccine injection for all people in Indonesia, starting in early 2021. Until now, the COVID-19 vaccines has been distributed to all Indonesians. Giving this vaccine is the most appropriate solution to reduce and break the chains of transmission of COVID-19. That's all my speech about COVID-19 vaccinations. I apologize if there are mistakes in my speech. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for joining us. I hope what I say can be useful all of us. And may we all always be given health. And don't forget, even though now the pandemic and the situation around us has gradually improved, keep the health protocol according in the government recommendations. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.